Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com. Back in one of our storage areas of models and terrain. We've spilled out into our warehouse now. Let's cut to the chase. If you are a painting commission studio, 1 man, 10 man, 100 man, brand new, super old, as long as you're good at painting, we are interested in working with you, and we'd love to exchange advertising in exchange for your services. We've been running the Painting Partner Program for years now with a lot of success. We're always looking for more painters because our appetite for painted models and terrain is insatiable. And lately, ever since they announced Age of Sigmar 2nd Edition, I was already trying to get a lot of Age of Sigmar stuff done, but we want to do a ton of Age of Sigmar coverage. And we have a lot of models, like pretty much all of this, pretty much, is Age of Sigmar. A lot of it needs to be rebased from square to circle, despite what people might think. And some of it's old. Like I got like 3 boxes of Tomb Kings, which they're not getting rules updates, so probably won't see much of them. But there's a lot of things that we still need. And I have, our current level that we have with our painters is just not enough of them, so we're looking for more. So if you're interested in working with us and it's exchanging your services for advertising, then go to miniwargaming.com/PPP, as in Painting Partner Program. I'll put the link below. Check out how it works. There's a video there that talks about it in more detail. And then you can contact Mike. He's your point of contact, Mike at miniwargaming.com, to apply. There is an application because we want to make sure that you can paint well enough. Because there's some painting commission studios out there that have various levels of quality. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, everybody else, if you just want to keep watching the video, I'll give you a quick tour of how much we've expanded our storage in order to be able to handle all the new terrain. It's the terrain especially that takes up a lot of the space. But like model-wise, like we've got Stormcast, the Iron Jaws were recently rebased. Quirk and Luca were working on those. So they got rebased finally, and the other bases actually got finished. We rebased a lot of our Warriors of Chaos stuff. Lee actually rebased those. They were originally his army too. And you can see those in the new Age of Sigmar narrative campaign, plus some of our battle reports. We've rebased more Dryads. We've got like 90 of those now. We still have a lot of things to rebase, though. And if you're wondering, some people are like, well, why are you rebasing them? Then you can't use them in fantasy. And there's no rule that says they have to be on circular. But the fact of the matter is there's no written rule, but it's an unwritten rule that if you're playing professionally or in tournaments, you got to use the proper size circular bases in order to represent the models. There's a big difference in the game because of how close combat works, that you want the circular bases to better represent it, because you're looking at models going from 20 millimeter squares to 25 millimeter circles, and that makes a big difference when they can only reach an inch. With 20 millimeter, you can fit way more into combat, and you can cram them in closer together, which was the whole point of when they're in movement trays. And aesthetically, I know it's arguable because it's subjective, but aesthetically, I think it looks a million times better on circular bases. It's amazing. Some of the armies I've looked at that we've had, I'm like, oh, we don't really have a nice army for that. And then we rebase them, and I'm like the Warriors of Chaos. I remember looking at them thinking, oh, they're okay. But then we rebase them, and holy moly, they look awesome. They look spectacular. And that's like kind of the reason I've always liked 40K more than fantasy. Is fantasy was fun. I enjoyed it, but except for some of the crazy magic stuff. But it wasn't as satisfying to have 50 models take up such a small space. Whereas in 40K, they would take up a lot more space, so it was much more visually appealing. But I don't want to knock fantasy as a game. I think it's a great game. And there is always the advantage of how quickly you can play the game, given it's in movement trays. But anyways, I'm not trying to make excuses. We're converting over to circular bases. I know some people won't like that, but it is the way it is. So we've got like Spider Riders and... Oh, there's my Squeak Army that I played the other day. You'll see that on the battle report soon. And that's more Marauders. Yes, we got a ton of Death stuff. Oh, that's not Death, that's Dark Elves. But we got a ton of Death stuff that we're rebasing, but we need even more. We got other Orcs, or Aurochs. We got more Chaos stuff that needs rebasing. This is not part of the Painting Partner Program. We're just taking care of that. But we got a lot of other stuff, too. Let's give a quick walk around, just for fun. More 40K models here. And then we got lots of terrain. Needs to be organized a bit better, but more terrain. More terrain, lots of Zone Mortals right there. Some of it's being used in studios right now too, so you're not going to see all of it. But what we changed recently, as we come into here, oh, we got an air conditioner going, but we added a lot more shelves. See that just keeps going? Because we were just overloading with terrain. Now we got all sorts of new stuff, and lots of old stuff too. But Just making a quick video. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi. Hey. And we've got, this is the new printable scenery stuff. We got the stuff from Tabletop World, and we got more of the stuff from them. You're going to be seeing more of that. Tons of stuff from TT Combat. I think most of the stuff you see here is TT Combat. Not all of it. Some of it's foreground. And yeah, this is what we're using in there. This is not a test, and any other non-sci-fi, or at least non-40K. Oh, and we got this new one as well from Black Studio Designs, Black Site Designs, I want to say. We're going to be doing a showcase, a full showcase of that bad boy soon, as soon as we get all the last parts in it. But yeah, there's tons of stuff. And then more models here, some old War Machine and Infinity stuff. In case we ever decide to cover that again, we want to keep those models, right? And then lots of Chaos stuff. This is kind of more what would be Dave's area if he was filming with everything right now, so it's mostly Chaos or Blood Angel, Space Wolves, that kind of stuff. We're going to have on Hurry now, so you're not seeing as much as him. Okay, that's it. So if you're interested in being a painter, check out the link below, and we'll talk to you. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.